want to ask this burning question, and this question has been haunting me for a long time, Tanveer. Why do we keep questioning, is he the one?
Hi, Abby. Yes, true. I think we have this whole concept about the right person, meeting the right person, who that right person is, and how do we know that he or she is the right person? So get a little deeper into this in terms of this whole concept, which is viral across the globe about a soulmate. And everyone wants a soulmate. Is he the soulmate? Is he my soulmate? Is she my soulmate? I want my soulmate. Ooh, and there is so much of fantasies around it in terms of as if you get your soulmate and there you have arrived.
It's literally like somebody waiting for a knight in shining armor.
Yeah.
And for all you know, that person might be just hiding behind that armor, getting scared to go on the battlefield.
Yeah. So the biggest myth about a soulmate is this it's SOUL, soulmate, and not an FE soulmate. All right.
Yeah,
So soulmate is not just one person. It is
yeah,
the name itself says it's a soul connection.
yeah.
And at the spiritual level, we don't have just one soul connection. We talk about soul families, we talk about soulmates. So you need to understand, and the word itself says that what it is. It is your spiritual family, where probably you had a past with all of them, whether it's soul family, they have been in your past lifetimes, they have been with you in your spiritual journey, as you have been with them. And also soulmate is someone who has you've had past lives with, and maybe you will have future lives with. So that's a soul connection. The SOUL soul connection and not an
Yeah,
SOLE. So it's not the one. There could be very many, right?
men.
So that's very important to understand as far as the soulmate is concerned. And how do you differentiate whether this person is my soul sister or soul brother or soul family or my soulmate? Because they are all soul connections. So what is the difference between a soul family and a soulmate? The major difference would be the sexual or the sensual attraction that you find towards a soulmate, which you will
True.
not find in your soul family. Like
Yeah,
you could have the opposite gender and they'll be very close, but there will be no chemistry. Maybe they're just soul family helping you in your journey this time. While there could be some others who could just be friends, but there is a strong attraction,
yeah,
right? I mean, you may not
right.
really actualize it into your reality or you may not take it as a relationship, whatever. But still, that attraction, that small feeling kind of a thing within you when you meet them.
Yeah.
And that could be your soulmate from past life. So the main key differentiator is that if you need to understand soul family and a soulmate. So they all are part of the soul family. Because we're focusing on soulmate, it's very important to understand that. So we have so many of our friends, we have family, we have business connections who are very close. All right.
Yeah.
And it's not necessary that your soulmate, where you marry your soulmate or you have a relationship with your soulmate in this lifetime.
Sorry to cut you off, but just wanted to understand, Tanu. So we do have a free will when it comes to not taking things forward, even if you feel that person is a soulmate.
Of course. And a soulmate doesn't mean you have a relationship with that person.
Right.
It's especially the sexual relationship or a
Yeah.
partnership or that kind of a relationship or just because a soulmate has to marry that person. No, doesn't have to be
Yeah.
that. Because you may have decided, and the person may be a soulmate in your past life and has come to
Yeah.
this life as a friend. It could be he or she could come as a business partner. He or she could come as a family member.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just to help each of you in this journey, and vice versa. So yes, you have the free will. So you may find an attraction to someone, you may feel connected, but may not have to go through a marriage or a relationship. The same kind of a sexual relationship or a partnership or maybe marriage. But yes, and the other way around, if you have married a person, he or she is definitely a soulmate. It could be an arranged marriage, it could be an accident, it could be a forced marriage, it could
Yeah.
be a mistake, what a lot of people say. Yeah. But if
Yeah.
you get married to
Yeah.
this person and you have that relationship, that means that person has been a soulmate in your previous. He or she is your soulmate. It's just that, and we have this whole concept about soulmate is the perfect one.
Yeah.
So let's break this myth and say that the soulmates are not perfect. Perfection itself is a myth, but it's not that okay. A soulmate doesn't have to be compatible. A soulmate doesn't mean that you have a good relationship with your soulmate. You can have the worst relationship with your soulmate, and you can
Yeah,
still be a
because
soulmate.
they might just trigger the unhealed parts of you. There are so many things that probably you need to get healed before you even accept that soulmate connection.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so this again brings out, as we said, there are many soulmates. We may have multiple. It's not one, it's not two, it's not five, it's not 10.
Yeah.
We don't even probably realize that they are your soulmates and they come into your journey and you know. It's just about awareness. The more you're aware, the more you will see in your life who have been your soulmates, who is just the whole family and stuff like that. So why this the need to understand this concept of soulmate? Because first, because when you say these myths about soulmate, that the perfect one, that you're going to be happy with this person, it's going to be compatible, you have these kind of myths, that
Yes,
expectations are met there. But
true.
when you are aware of, first of all, there is no one, there are many. So it's easy for you to accept and see the person for who the person is rather than being in that fantasy world of, oh, my soulmate. Yeah. This again brings up that if you have so many soulmates, so are they all the same kind? No. Soulmates are of different types of soulmates. I heard so much with the youngsters and people saying that twin flame.
Yeah,
Oh, he or
that
she
was
is
a
my twin flame.
buzzword.
And they get so attached to that concept of twin
Yeah.
flame and they get attached to that person. Oh, it's just like me. He or she is just like me, is my twin flame. And this is the person for me. This is my soulmate. There is one concept that twin flame is equal to soulmate. These are one of the types of twin flame. And you is one of the types of soulmate. But it's very important to understand what a twin flame is. Yeah. A twin flame is your mirror. So all the wounds that you have within you, all the unhealed parts of you, okay, the good parts of you, they have similar habits, similar mindset, similar power, whatever. That could be similar experiences, and you feel, oh wow, this must be compatibility.
Yeah, means that is the first thing. The face, it's just the first cover of the book before you open the whole book. Yeah.
So you are seeing yourself in that person.
Yeah. True.
So you're seeing
True.
all your wounds. You're seeing all your
Unhealed
negatives,
trauma.
unhealed
Yeah.
traumas. You're seeing all your negatives in that person. So all the
Right.
anger, all the resentment, all the guilt, all of those things you will see in that person. And then, because the moment you start getting closer, because first attraction will be, and that's how you come to close, and then you see all the negative parts of it because that's what's within you.
Yeah.
And then that starts triggering. And that could be one of the most triggering relations.
Yeah.
Yeah. But are twin flames bad? No.
Yeah.
The more you have healed yourself, the more you're aware of yourself, of course, you will be seeing the good parts of you. It's all about you healing your wounds and moving forward. So twin flames do trigger you, they come into your life to trigger you, to heal your unseen wound, because you may not see it within yourself, you would always see it in the other person. And till the time that trigger within yourself, and like, okay, I need to heal this within myself, and you heal it, your twin flame also grows with you. So
And it's
you're
all about watching each other. That when it comes to that unhealed part, we're not picture perfect either. Right? When we see in the mirror, we get scared, isn't it? Our first reaction is that that's not me, but that's actually me. That's what
accepting yourself.
I'm not ready to accept. The
Yeah.
moment we accept that, that is the mirror and that is showing me exactly. And I've heard some really painful stories when it comes to the twin flame, and it hurts because there are childhood trauma, there is a lot of self worth issues.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, I think one person is always chasing and the other person is continuously pursuing it.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
So, till the story flips and one person heals and understands that what I'm chasing is not something that is attainable.
yeah.
And that is what is creating so much of confusion.
So the most
Uh,
important understanding here is, first of all, twin flame is not okay. He or she is the one.
yeah,
So the more you heal yourself, the more you be aware of yourself, the more you say, this twin flame soulmate can be a beautiful journey and it can transform into a compatible soulmate person because you have healed. The more accepted you are of yourself, you are more in acceptance of the other person. Yeah. And the other
right.
side, since we're talking about the side of soulmate, apart from the twin flame, you also have this where there is a karmic connection or unfinished business. Yeah.
Yeah,
So we've had past lifetime. So you may say if you have been a narcissistic person in your past life, and we all have had multiple lifetimes, and we have played all sorts of roles in every lifetime. We've been female, we've been a male, we've been all sorts of. We've been a parent, we've been a child, we've been all sorts of whatever you can see in terms of relationship. We've gone through all those kind of experiences across our lifetime. So maybe you were a narcissistic husband in the previous lifetime, and this time you have the same person has come as your wife, as your husband, who was a wife last time, and that person is an artist. So you
it's
also
payback.
it's way back time.
Yeah, it's payback time. Yeah,
Important to understand there are certain laws of the universe you can bend, but certain laws are you cannot break. So which
yeah,
are one is of course the law of free will. You always have the free will to choose what you like to do.
yes,
The second law is of balance. The universe always balances out, whether it's not in this
yeah.
lifetime, it's in another lifetime. Where you talk about people, oh, this person has been so bad, but still so abundant, he's got all the blessings in the life, whatever. Maybe it was the opposite in the
The
other, it's just
lifetime.
completing.
Yeah.
Similarly, in this unfinished business, maybe you as a person have taken so much from that person in the last lifetime that now it's payback time and this time you are giving it because it's very important for the soul to grow to complete those accounts. No
Right.
debit, no credit. Just tally those accounts and then move forward. Because till the time there is imbalance, you will not be able to grow. So every time you close
Right.
the account, you're easy for your soul to grow and evolve as such. So you will have soulmates where the person is. There are those people who are always sacrificing in
Yeah.
their relationship. And they'll find people in the relationships where who's always taking. Maybe it was something that you had to pay back, and it's okay. So once you're aware of this, that you're not judging the other person for yourself for being in that
Yeah.
relationship. It's very important. Because sometimes people are like, okay, this is a narcissistic person, blah, 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 and all of that. But also, once you're aware that why is it? So why have you
Yeah.
attracted this person? Maybe at some level you have, maybe it's a karma that is completing. Maybe at some level you are, so in a twin flame, maybe if you're narcissistic inside, you will attract a narcissistic soulmate.
Yeah.
At the same
Absolutely.
time, if you had a past life with this person where you have had abused this person, or like when we talk about rapists, we talk about
Killers. Yeah.
yeah, so there could be a soulmate who's done really bad things to you or is doing a really bad thing to you, maybe is abusive, whatever that is. But maybe this is something which was of a payback time and maybe you have been like that in the past lifetime and you're just balancing the account. How can you resolve this? Is by forgiveness. So if the more you practice forgiveness for yourself and for others, this also balances. So it's not that you have to, it's not always an eye for an eye. But say if you do
Yeah.
not want to carry this
Forward,
into a
not
next
settle the
lifetime,
account.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you can do a lot of forgiveness of self others, and that will help you to close those accounts faster and evolve faster
Yeah.
without having to go through that the painful experiences. But many people are not aware of this, and being unaware makes it more difficult for them to accept these things and go through these difficult relationships in life. So I think if whatever done in the past. If you do not,
Right.
you would like, or you can, today, if you're aware that, okay, I'm having this bad relationship with this person, or I've had a bad experience with this person, maybe it's your husband, maybe it's your romantic relationship, whatever that is, and you are aware that this person is my soulmate and there is something which is there, just keep forgiving, because keep forgiving, so that even if you don't know how much, because today we are not aware of what baggage we have carried from our past life. At the moment you forgive, it just clears everything. So you do not want to carry forward. And we ourselves, knowingly, unknowingly, do certain things, negative or bad for others. So you do not want to carry that baggage also. The next
So
life.
if you react negatively even now towards that situation, you're not really balancing, you're carrying it forward further, right?
Creating more karma, bad karma to be labeled. So to stop that, to put an end to that pattern is important to forgiveness.
True.
Yeah. So we, as we said, yeah, there's a unfinished business. Then you have, so soulmates are not just have to be compatible. They can be incompatible.
Oh,
We
wow.
have this concept about, okay, soulmate has to be compatible.
Yeah.
No, they don't have, there are different types. But they can be incompatible because everywhere they are incompatible, they're showing you certain things which are missing within you, which you need to work. You
To
can have
grow,
this
to work, to heal, all of that. Yeah.
yeah. And then you could also have where they could be your compatible soulmate, but they are diamond in the rough. So they need that polishing. Sometimes you see
Yeah.
you have soulmates or you have partners where just like a child, or there are so many things you see, there is so much of work needs to be done for that person. And the person is good.
Yeah.
Overall, there are certain things which are good in this person. You feel attracted. All of that is there. But then there are these certain issues which that person has gone through, which is creating those reactions, which is not making it as smooth as a relationship as that. So they maybe they just need to go through. Sometimes you feel that person is just in front of you and
Yeah.
you are not in that relationship for a very long time. Maybe because that person is not ready. Maybe you are at a certain level, at a certain vibration, and that person is not ready. So you will see that people are being friends for years and then suddenly they are, and they had never such intention. They're just friends and then they suddenly get into a relationship. Maybe one of
Yeah.
them was not ready for the other person. And that's how that is. And sometimes, and that's something what happens is you're longing for, you know, this person is your soulmate and all of that, but that person shows no interest. And that relationship doesn't
Yeah.
go through. That a
True.
lot of us, like a lot of people would have gone through this where, okay, this is, I know this is the person, I know I'm attracted to this person, but there's no response from that person. That
Right.
person just wants to be a
Right.
friend. So sometimes the
True.
person is in front of
Yeah.
you, but maybe that person needs to go through some stuff, needs to go through a journey before, and then you will see some people where, okay, you feel that this is the right person, but that person is in a relationship with someone else.
Yeah.
And that is because that person needs to probably complete the karma with that person, grow from there, get fully polished before that person comes here to you.
I've seen so many of those examples, Tanvir, where there have been literally neighbors who've lived in the same neighborhood, who've seen each other grow up and who've been since childhood. But they never even perceived that person as a soulmate or even compatible, to be honest, at that point. But as as time change, people grow older, and at some point of time, the first thing when they meet and there is a level of attraction there, the first question they ask that, how come I never noticed you?
Yeah.
And how come I didn't know that you existed? And you rightly explain that at that particular point of time, that person was not even in that energy to
Yeah.
have you in their life.
Yeah. They're so hidden. Like it's once the polishing is done with that, you see that thing. So
Yeah,
these, as I said, even the twin flame can become compatible, or incompatible can become a compatible soulmate, or
yeah,
and the other way around also. So that you could have a compatible soulmate. Everything is good, fine, and everything, good understanding, good compatibility. And then after some time, after a few years, they grow apart because Maybe one person is growing slower than the other person. Because everyone is growing. I will not say that no one is growing.
Yeah. They're
Obviously,
growing in different directions,
you're
probably,
going in
right?
different directions.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you could have a compatible soulmate. You could be in this
Yeah.
marriage. And that's why you see so many marriages fall apart also. Because
Yeah.
one person has grown in a different way and the other person. And then they just can't see each other in different ways. So, yeah, they could be discompatible, becoming incompatible, while incompatible, becoming compatible. And then you would have to compatible for life. And that requires obviously a lot of healing,
A lot of work.
a lot of healing,
Meaning.
a lot of self awareness. And
Right.
once you have reached in that vibration of being compatible with yourself, accepting yourself, loving yourself, you will be able to attract that same energy for life. And also, probably someone who not only is in the same energy, but also who's also in your soul journey in terms of your purpose or whatever you're doing. It could be supportive, it could be with you, and maybe you all have this thing that you will be doing this together as the purpose. So one is being compatible for life, but you could still be doing two different things, and that's okay. And then you could be compatible as well as have a similar or same divine purpose. So you all are
Right.
together in that. So it could be
Right.
business partners who have become husband and wife, or they could be partners who have become business partners, or having a project or something together to work through, and that also is fine. So when you see this, you understand that there's different kinds of soulmates. First, be aware of that. Be aware of what state you are for yourself, and then can you manifest your divine or most compatible soulmate, and what do you need to do for that? That we can look at in our next episode
Absolutely.
as to what
That's
will be
what
blocking
we,
you.
that's the answers, rather. That's the answers that what not to do and how not to push the limits.
Yeah,
Because the answers are within you. You have to clearly know we are born with an instinct,
yeah,
and we have chosen, more importantly, we have chosen our journey. And in the next episode, we will talk about the various block manifestation and how to look at the soulmates with a different pair of glasses.
yeah. And
Thanks,
manifest the
Tanvi.
soulmate that you would like to have in your life.
Yes. What is for your highest and your best?
Yes.
Thank you. See you in the next
Thank you,
episode.
Abby. I'll see you next week. Thank you.
Bye.